yeah, 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 yeah.
Hi guys, it's Paula here. Welcome back to my channel if you're listening to this on there, or welcome back to my blog if you're listening to this on there. And welcome to this new series called She.H.H. So She.H.H is kind of a play on CHH, which stands for Christian Hip Hop. And this new series is all about women in the front and behind the scenes of Christian music today. This series is to promote female artists in a male-dominated industry and celebrate the great work God is doing in and through them. So we're starting off with an interview with one of my favourite artists, Wande. She is a Christian hip-hop artist, the first woman to be signed to the Reach record label. We talked about her journey getting signed, being Nigerian and how that influences her music, and what it's like being a woman in a male-dominated industry. It was so great hearing from Wande, and I know you guys are going to enjoy this interview.
At the time, really, they just children playing games. Boy, I met the Lord, I ain't never been the same. Money ain't impressing, really, neither is your fame. Wanna see your heart, baby, show me is your chains. Before I end up in some chains, are you feeling what I'm saying?
Hey, how are you?
I'm so good. Thanks for speaking with me.
No problem, fam.
Okay, so how would you introduce yourself? I mean, you're Wande, obviously, but how would you introduce yourself to people who don't know who you are and don't know what you do?
I would say that, my name is Wande. I am a female pop artist who likes to use my music to glorify God and encourage people to pursue their purpose with confidence and boldness.
Ooh, that was bars just right there. Love it. So let us know a little bit about your story, how you your kind of musical journey and how you got to where you are now.
Yeah, so it's crazy. Like, all of this was really unplanned in my life. Basically, it was like I got saved, I was walking with Jesus and just serving God. And it's funny because I have like journals in the past where I'm like, man, God, I have no talents, but it's okay. I'm gonna just serve you, and it's okay. I'm gonna just help other people. It's cool. And so, like, about 2 years into my journey with God, he randomly showed me that I could rap through my biology class.
Wow.
And yeah, and so it's crazy. So after that situation, I just realized that rapping was very powerful, because before, I have friends and stuff, but I wasn't popular or anything. And so I just noticed that with rapping, I was able to gain a lot of people's attention. And so it was just really weird. People were just in awe, and I was like, man, this is crazy how powerful this is. So because I was saved and I was walking with God about 2 years prior to that, I was, oh, this is perfect. So if y'all listen to me when I rap, I'll just tell you about Jesus through rapping. And so I was like, okay, if that's what y'all want, I'll give you it through that delivery. And so essentially that's how I started rapping. And so that's where the journey started. And it's just it's interesting. At first it was a hobby, but then it turned into a passion. And then I felt like God was really calling me to do this. And even so much so to there was one time I had fear, because obviously I'm Nigerian, and that's not a traditional career path.
I feel you.
Yeah, so I was starting to give in to peer pressure, and I was like, you know what, God, I'm just gonna be a doctor, but I'll do the rapping thing on the side. And then I had a dream, and God basically showed me if I don't do it, he's gonna replace me with somebody else.
Wow.
And so yeah, and then I woke up, and it was crazy because in that dream I experienced what it was like to have the presence of God depart from you, and it was horrible. And then I was like, oh, is this what hell feels like? Because because it was weird. I wasn't on fire, but I felt like I was on fire, because it was depression times 10.
Wow.
And it burned. Yeah, it just burned. So it's I wasn't actually on fire, but feeling God was disappointed in me, and feeling God had left me, because he was like, okay, I'm just gonna leave you to your ways since you don't want to listen to me. It was an eternal burning that was crazy. And so I woke up after that, and I repented to God, and I was like, okay, God, I'm so sorry. I promise I'm gonna do this journey, and I'm gonna trust you. And so after that point, I took it really seriously, and I was like, well, I'm gonna keep doing it till it works out. For me, it wasn't an overnight situation. It was definitely small steps, and just being faithful in little things, until eventually I looked back, and then it was a big thing. Doing talent shows, rapping at school, putting up YouTube videos, and then after I graduated college, I was able to do an internship around my final year with Reach Records, and then they invited me back to get a job. And then it was cool, because then after getting a job there, once I graduated, about 6 months into my job, then they realized, you know what, I think that we're playing ourselves. We should probably sign this girl. and so then I got offered a contract.
Wow, amazing. You said so many like little nuggets of like a word just then. I'm trying to think like things to just point out. I like how you said you were faithful in little things and you just kept going, and it wasn't like an overnight success, and it wasn't like you were just kind of like, God, I'm supposed to be famous, what's going on? You know, you kept with it, so I respect that.
It's crazy because God showed me I could rap when I was 16, and so like things popped off when I was 23. So like there were still times when I was like 16, 17, and I was like, God, like I want to be famous now, and, like, and so, or even college, I was like, man, I want to drop out or something. But it was like God like definitely did a really good refining process for me.
Yeah, refining is not allowing you to just kind of go in while you're not ready, and just that's when you blow things, right? So I really respect that. Amazing. Yeah, you mentioned how when you found out you could rap and like you had that dream, that's when you started to be really passionate about rap. What else would you say you're passionate about, and do you think it kind of inspires your music?
I think I'm just passionate about people, and like I'm just passionate about people seeing who God created them to be. I guess just also because of what I've been through, like as a child and stuff, like I don't like people feeling like they're insignificant or people holding themselves back because of fear. So I feel like God has given me an eye for that, where I can see that in people. And so I'm just really passionate about like people not forfeiting their future all because they're too afraid to do it, or because, you know, just basically because of fear. And so that drives a lot of my music. So a lot of things I talk about in music are really empowering and really confident, because I want people to, whenever they hear the song, to feel confident in themselves and be like, you know what, I got this, God got me, like I can do this. And so that's one thing that I'm like, one wave that I'm on. So like if I'm not like explicitly talking about like something scriptural, it's like me instilling confidence to point them back to like how God, when you're walking with God, like you can have that confidence in people with your life.
And I think that kind of links to being Nigerian. Like I'm Nigerian too, so I 100% get it, where we are just instilled with this kind of sense of, you know, do everything with excellence, and you're the head, you're not the tail. Why should you fail, kind of thing. So you're always kind of instilled with some kind of confidence that just comes with the fact that your parents were raised in Nigeria somehow. So my next question was, you're obviously Nigerian American. Do you think that the Nigerian culture kind of influences your music?
Yeah, I would say, I think I always get a comment that like people are like, oh wow, you have really good beat selection. So I feel like that part like informs how I approach I feel like being Nigerian has exposed me to a lot of different types of music, so I feel like I'm good at selecting like, oh, this will probably make your body move to an extent. So I feel like being Nigerian has helped me, I guess, develop my taste in music to help me be able to create songs better that it's like, okay, this will be likable when it drops. And I think also like I'm experimenting more with like things like Afrobeat and stuff, but I think it's just I guess being Nigerian just helped me relate to people better, because I'm just not in one cultural mindset. So I think that's really useful as an artist to be able to communicate with different types of people.
I like that you just mentioned Afrobeats, because, you know, when you dropped music this morning... Oh, by the way, for people that are listening to this, today is actually Wande Wednesday, and Wande's just dropped 2 singles. So it kind of just worked out really well, because obviously I didn't know this when I booked today. So I love when God works. But yeah, what I was going to mention is you just said about Afrobeats. When you dropped the 2 singles, I put them on my story, and a friend just messaged me and she was like, oh my gosh, I love Wande. I'm so glad she just dropped some music. I'm waiting for her to do some Afrobeats. And I didn't tell the girl that I was speaking to you today, because I wanted to actually say to you that the people want Afrobeats from you. The people want it.
I'm working on it. I'm trying. So I want it to be popular, you know, can't have average songs. And then I'm trying to figure out where to fit it, because, you know, I have like a lot of songs on the way, and I'm working on my project. So then it's like, okay, I want to drop the Afrobeat, but I don't want to drop the Afrobeat and then 1 week to drop my album and then the Afrobeat dies.
Exactly.
So I'm trying to figure out like where to place it. That's the next situation of figuring that out. But I definitely want to drop something, so I'll figure out how to make it work. Or maybe I'll just have to make sure one's on my album.
Nice. Okay, we trust you. So yeah, you mentioned when you were talking about your journey to where you are now, you mentioned, you know, interning and then getting a job and then getting signed with Reach. And so you were signed, well, you announced being signed with Reach in April this year. So I did my research. And when you did, it was kind of crazy because all the CHH fans worldwide were just kind of like, yes, finally a female, but not just a female, like an amazing female artist has been signed to a major Christian label. This is a win, not just for women everywhere, but for like CHH fans and artists everywhere. I did a whole blog post about it because I was like crazy excited.
Yeah, you did a good job. I like.
Oh, thank you. Did you read it? Wow.
Yeah, yo, I feel like ain't no ceilings on me. Hey, yeah, ain't no ceilings, you know I ain't gonna play.
It was an exciting time for everyone because I think we finally started to see what we've been wanting to see for a while. So my question to you is kind of like, what is it like being the first woman at Reach? Well, not obviously the first woman at Reach, but the first female artist.
I think it's a lot of fun because like there's something I always wanted to do, so it's a lot of fun. But I think it's also a lot of trial and error. So it's like, since no one's ever done it, like it's like, well, we just gonna see what happens. And so I think also I'm just kind of learning as I grow. I'll probably have to take a lot of bullets that people after me won't have to take, but it'll be okay. So I think I've received a lot of love, and so it's been super dope, and like it's a great time because it's just something different, something new, which is great for my career. But then it's also like I'm a very modern person. Like, so I still keep it holy, but you know, I'm modern, so some people aren't a fan of modern things. So some people may be like, oh, blonde hair, she doesn't love herself. And then I was like, no, I definitely love myself. I just like blonde hair, you know, I want to have a wig. I like wigs. And so, you know, I might get comments like that, or I might get comments when I'm dancing and there people like are like, oh, women shouldn't be doing those things. Women should be more timid and women should be more quiet. So like there's just certain things where like I'm not gonna just be quiet and just make singy songs and sit down. So I feel like I'm a rapper. So I think for a lot of people I'll be like the first person to like, I guess, push tension on the boundaries. And so I mean, but it'll be dope. It's gonna be a journey, it's an experience, and I'm excited just to see also like other women rise up and stuff. So
yeah, I was gonna even just say that like when you did get signed, I definitely saw a domino effect and a lot of amazing other CHH and just like general gospel female artists getting signed. And I started to notice it. I don't know if it was always there, but maybe because you had just been signed, it looked more amplified. I don't know if you noticed the domino effect as well.
Yeah, I noticed there was like a lot of other situations. There's some people who, hey, it might have worked on before me, but God said I'm gonna announce you first. So, but it definitely was like after the announcement was at least a domino effect. And so I'm like, I think that's super cool. Like, hey, like I'm all for signing women. So if that's created a positive energy that gave people more confidence, like I'm here for it.
Yeah, and I definitely believe that God's going to give you the grace to kind of deal with some of the comments you're going to receive and like some of the misogyny that has not yet left the church, but we pray for them. So now I'm just realizing it. At Reach, they probably never had like a makeup budget or like a, you know.
Oh yeah, we have conversations about that now. Like now they're like, oh snap, important.
All the hair that was supposed to, you know, this amount of money is supposed to go to wigs and stuff. It's like, oh no, we now actually have to start like planning these things.
Yeah, so like it's crazy because like it's even a learn for us, like for music videos, right? Like usually it's like, oh yeah, you schedule the music video, pull up. But then I began to learn as I shot different videos, like, oh snap, like your hair and makeup is gonna take it took 3 hours. Like for my no ceilings one, that one took 3 hours. And maybe even 3.5 hours. And so it's like, now it's like, oh, we never had to think about that, but now we have to think about that. Like when we schedule the shoot, we have to make sure Wande has at least 3.5 hours before to have her face ready. Then the shoot starts and stuff, and like, and paying for it. So like, we have to remember now to be intentional. Like, oh, when it's a woman, this is very important because you can't be looking ratchet on camera. So.
Truth, honestly. No, I love that they're like taking that on the chin and kind of like rolling with it though. It's not kind of like a issue. It's like, okay, this is a learning curve. I love it. So I respect that. Nice. No, I just thought about it as you were speaking. I was like, that video she did for No Ceilings, like that makeup wasn't small stuffs, you know. It must have taken a while. So
Yeah, she did a great job.
yeah, amazing. And your hair looked insane. Oh my gosh, the straight black hair. Yes.
Yeah, she did it. They killed it, man. I was like, wow. Who knew my hair could look like this?
You're like, who that? Oh wait, that's me? Okay. Yeah, no, I love it. Love to see it. I don't know if I mentioned yet, so I actually run a Christian hip hop group chat. It's a WhatsApp group chat. Every Friday we share new music that's out and stuff like that. And so like we've been together for about a year and a bit. So we've kind of seen you get signed and you release music and it's all been discussed in the chat. So when I told them that I was talking to you, they were like proper geeking out for me. So just got to shout them out, number one. And then number two, they've also helped me put these questions together.
Amen. Shout out to them, bro.
Shout out to them. One of the questions that they wanted to know about, and obviously I'm in the UK, we want to know if you know a bit about our Christian hip hop scene, and if you know a bit about our rappers.
I feel like I'm not cultured. So the only person I know is Governor B. Ironically, I saw him like last week.
Yeah, we saw that. Yeah.
Yeah, so I feel like he's the only one I mainly know. I don't know if not Chopin.
Is he Canadian?
Yeah, not Chopin. I'm thinking of someone else.
S.O.?
Yes, S.O.
I mean, he is British, but he lives in America now, so he's kind of left us. Yeah.
Oh, wow. But yeah, so he was the only one. But yeah, I feel like I'm not very cultured, like, so feel free to put me on some artists.
We will. Oh my gosh. Well, the thing is, our scene is quite small at the moment, but it is growing. Governor B is kind of the forefront and has been for like years. So it's amazing that you know him and that you've met him. But yeah, like I would definitely put you on some people. I don't want to like start naming people because if I forget like crucial people, that'd be really, really bad. So in terms of Governor B though, have you listened to his music?
Yeah, he actually has a Super Fire song coming out soon. He showed me the music video. It's blank.
Okay, that's interesting to hear because we wanted to know if you would ever do something with Governor B. Because, you know, he's done music with Cass, he's done music with Andy Mineo. Wait, what?
Me, him, and Cass have a song together.
Oh, yeah, no, you do.
Yeah. It's so funny because I have a lot of songs like that are like, oh wait, because like I have a song like that with him, and then like I have a song with Derek Ryder and Few, and so people are always like, man, you need to do a song with Few, and it's like, oh wait, me and Few already did a song, but it's like, oh wait, we need to do like a hype song. Yeah,
you do. I don't know how I forgot that because I loved that song, so I don't know how I completely forgot that. But yeah, no, I think we're looking for like a super hype song that we can be like, yeah, that's Governor, and yeah, that's Wande on it. So yeah, we want to see it. Okay.
With the album, we'll see what we can do.
I'm excited, you know, because you know you be doing your hype Instagram videos, Instagram stories. I'm like, this album sounds flames, so I can't wait.
It's gonna be crazy. I'm gonna finish it soon, so
okay.
Yeah,
have you put any dates or anything to it yet?
They'll definitely be coming out the first quarter of the year.
Ooh.
So I'm just like wrapping up now, so that way they can mix and master it and market it and all that stuff.
Nice. That sounds good. I'm looking forward to that. Yeah, we'll just book off the whole first quarter of the year to listen to this album. I'm sure that will work. Perfect. All right. I like to ask people the stories behind specific songs and how they kind of came to be. So I've picked 2 songs specifically, and then we're going to speak about the new singles that came out. First, we'll start with throw it back a tiny bit. Fuego.
Yeah, always keep it lit, call it fuego. Bank account been stacking up on that payroll. Ooh, wow. Got a smile on my face, call it queso. Yeah, keep it low key. Always.
How'd that come about?
Oh, so that's my LOL. I wrote that song whenever I actually got hired for Reach. So that was like I literally just graduated college, and then I had just moved to Atlanta. And yeah, so I dropped it like the day I moved to Atlanta. And so I wrote that song. It was inspired just by like me being super excited for like the new season God has me in. It's like, and that was my first real job. So I was like, oh, my bank account's stacking up on that payroll. Like, I was like, oh wow, like I actually have a job. Shout out to God. And yeah, like it was kind of me just explaining like that's doing a new move in my life. So like that's why like the first part, like I've been making moves unexpected way. I do it well. Doing way back, you'd expect it. I had a plan, but got flipped to blue like how. So basically, it's kind of like saying like I thought I had a plan, but God like is just changing things in life, and He brought me here. So and it's been lit. So that's why it's Fuego.
Oh, I love it. Yeah, that's one of my favorites. I think the beat is just insane. To anyone listening who hasn't heard it with like headphones on or like with the bass amplified, please do that because you're not getting the full experience. But yeah, such a good song. Yeah, so I wanted to throw it back to that, and then also one that's a little bit more recent, but it's one of my favorites because it has like all my favorite female artists on it. So you probably know which one I'm going to talk about. DJ Standout song with Cass and Eris in it, and then you've got Cassandra. She did the cover art for it, right? If I'm correct.
Look at the glue, hold me together whenever I stray away. I'm looking blue. Switch it up now with the A, never delay. Praying I'm never the prey. Covering, looking no lay. Dodging the bull, call it the
exactly. And I love that because Cass is one of my favorite artists of all time, and then you're one of my favorite artists. So when this was coming out, and I saw like a 10-second video thing on Twitter, I was like, this is gonna be fire, and you guys did not disappoint. How did that come about?
So yeah, like actually, Eris reached out to me, like her team, and they were like, yeah, like we're working on this super dope song, and like we think it would be super cool to like have you on it. And then I heard the hook, the like, see you on the fire, you know, whatever. And I was like, oh, this is fire. And so she just kind of told me like how it was about like the new groove, and so I basically just kind of took that energy from there and just wrote. And so I just like talked about like how, you know, God has pushed me in like a new way of life with how I'm living. And so I just talked about like how it's super dope, like God, like how He's affecting my life and blessing me, and then even just my mindset, like I'm in like a new wave and a new way of life, and it's super dope.
And then how did like Cass get on the joint?
Yeah, so it was like a collaboration. So I think Eris like coordinated most of it. So Cass laid down her verse too, and then I was like, oh snap, we got the whole squad.
Oh, I love it. Yeah, that song's one of my favorites as well, especially when it came out. I was hyped. Like, we were all hyped in the group chat, to be fair. I was going to ask about the double single.
They notice the flow, keep it real holy, I got them like, whoa. Spirit is on me, you know it's no cap. My God, he got me, you know that's a fact. I'm about that action, I do this with passion, I got him like, whoa, who is she?
So, what's the whole Wande versus Blonde thing? Please explain.
Yeah, it's Wande versus Blonde. So, you know, I'm a very creative person. I enjoy wigs. So one day I bought a wig. It's actually funny because it's all happened very organically. It wasn't planned. And so I got a wig. One of my followers made a comment. They were like, oh, LOL, this ain't Wande no more. This is Blonde. And I thought that was hilarious. And so the next time I bought my wig out, I was like, oh, Blonde checking in. And it became a thing. Like, people were like, oh, Blonde's on the scene. Or if I was at a show, they're like, oh, snap, where's Blonde? I gotta have Blonde at the show. And yeah, it just became a thing. And then, so then I was like, I started making certain songs, and I was like, yo, this is kind of like a Blonde alter ego, because Blonde kind of more fierce, and Wande, because like I have two sides of me. Like I have my super ratchet rap song side, but then I have my like, I like to sing and be vibey, and like, and they're kind of like, they're both dope, but they're just different. And so I kind of just wanted to use it to like express the duality of me, like how I love both, like they're both equally dope, but they're both also me. So like Wande is me, Blonde is me. Blonde is different, but she's still me. And so it's kind of like, basically it's like a great way to also describe the song. So like how No Cap is very rap hype. But it's still like, that's still one aspect of me. Like when I still love bars, I still love stuff like that. But then I also love singing and vibey stuff that's like not super forced, and so that's what you'll get with the No Ceiling song. And so yeah, it's really cool. Like Wande versus Blonde is kind of explaining the duality of who I am, and it's also fun. It's like a little competition. It's like, okay, who can make the most lit situation?
Oh, I love that. I love that you're not putting yourself in a box like, hey, I'm always going to be this type of artist, I'm always going to be this type of artist. It's just showing there's different types and of music you make, and you don't need to be put in any kind of like category or this is what I'm going to do forever. So I appreciate that. Yeah. Nice. And both of them were fire, so yeah. You know, when you like listen to it and you're kind of like, oh, which one do I relate the most to? Oh, but sometimes I'm a Blonde, sometimes I'm a Wande. Oh my gosh, which, like, it's the I feel I relate to both, but which one am I today kind of thing. which mood am I today? So yeah, that's the same as like when you wear a new wig and you feel like a completely different person. So I get you. I tend to ask this a lot when I interview because I think it says a lot about what people treasure and what they find important. You have been in the game for a while, like we've discussed. What do you think the best bit of advice you've received by someone either in the industry or outside of the industry is?
I mean, I think honestly the best advice is just to be yourself. Like focus on who God's called you to be, and don't look around, look forward, or look up. I think that's the best advice you can have, because I think if you start worrying about other people, then you'll lose yourself. And it's like, for instance, like how we have a whole bunch of different artists, but it's cool because we all have different styles.
Mm-hmm.
But if I start looking at everybody around me and I'm like, oh, Q just dropped, and oh, he's getting a lot of attention, and oh, he raps like this, so maybe I should rap like this. Or if I'm like, dang, Lecrae just dropped, and Lecrae getting a lot of attention, maybe I should rap like that. Then it's like you won't have a Wande. Now you become a Lecrae copier. Now you become a View copier, you know?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And so I think the best thing is to be yourself, because like if you're not yourself, like you're basically avoiding the world of the opportunity to have what God placed inside of you. God made you who you are for a reason. He placed you where you are for a reason. So it's like if He's gotten you to where you are now, He's going to carry you through to where you need to be.
My next question is another like Paula Melissa classic I kind of put in most of my interviews. I'm very big on what we will leave here when we leave this earth. So the question is, what would you like your legacy to be?
Yeah, I think I'd like my legacy to be one that ultimately pointed people to Jesus, and then just instilled people to live a life that was at full capacity of who God wanted them to be. So I feel like when I die, like if I was able to accomplish that through my music and through my life, like I feel like I did my job.
Amazing. Do you feel like you have a lot of pressure, like being in the public eye, or is it like, no, I was already doing this anyway, it's just now a bit bigger?
I feel like God really prepared me. So like, since I didn't skip any steps and I went through the little refinement process and learned what I need to learn, I feel like I am not feel that much pressure. And then I feel like anything I do have, like it's healthy. So like, even how there are certain comments, I feel like there's healthiness to it to an extent though, because it's just always like, it always pushes me to live a life of holiness. So like, it pushes me to like, even with my decisions that I make, like to want to represent God well. And so I feel like any pressure is just like healthy pressure. And I feel like I have a good community around me who loves me and just like reminds me to be myself. So I feel like I know, like at the end of the day, like I did my best and I'm doing what God called me to do. So if I leave it there, it's there.
Oh, I love that. I love to hear that. And I'm glad that God prepared you. It's not like a case of, oh, you're at the top now, you're freaking out. But no, you were prepared and you're ready and you got this. And we're all rooting for you, to be honest. So yeah, this is my final question. And to me, it's really, really important. And I'm trying to do it more. And I think as fans of different artists or just people in the industry and in the limelight, we need to do this more. We need to do better. How can we be praying for you?
I would just say pray for creativity and for just God's provision over what He wants to execute with my career.
Wow.
I feel like with those two things, like it'll be good. So if God wants to blow me up, that's cool. If He wants me to just to remain like normal and just be able to pay my bills, that's cool. But ultimately for God's will to be done.
Yeah, for sure. And I think like for me, I've been convicted to kind of do that more in terms of asking these people that I'm like watching or listening to their music, hey, you're pouring out so much into this music that's like edifying us, but I hope that you're being poured into yourself. So I have tried to make it a conscious thing of like asking people more like, how can we be praying for you? And not just asking, but actually doing it as well. So thank you for sharing.
I was going to say like also the biggest thing is just like, just for me to be able to creatively deliver what God's like telling me to say to people. So like, just like for me to hear God clearly and like, so as I'm delivering it, because I think it's really cool. I really love music that can have a pure heart and feel like worship, but just sounds dope. So I feel like that's why with my album, like I'm trying to find like a healthy balance of that. Like I wanted to be able to like be as close to worship as possible, but still be authentically dope and authentically hip hop. So it's like, yeah, so it's just like God showing me how to effectively doing that and how to send me the people, like the producers I need and stuff like that. And so just to bless my brain, because He knows what needs to come out into the world.
Exactly, that's true. Thanks for sharing with us. We will, play our part. But yeah, like those are all my questions. Is there anything you feel like we as Wande fans should? Oh wait, do we have a like fan base name?
Oh, the Dub Club.
The Dub Club? Oh yeah, the Dub like as in W. Is that it?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
If you have any better names, feel free to share. If you have something you prefer to be called.
Okay.
I always call people my homies, but I don't know if that's like doesn't associate with anything.
I mean, I feel like that's personal. Like, we like it. It's personal.
But I naturally call people my homies, so I mean, y'all could just be the homies. Is there anything y'all like to see from Wande's world, from a fan perspective? I'm
not gonna lie. I'm like a huge fan of when you like, film as you're doing, like when you like Instagram, on your Instagram stories, you kind of vlog and you're like, oh yeah, I'm doing this today. But that's just because I'm nosy. But I think everyone slightly is. So I think it'd be really interesting to kind of see the behind the scenes of what it's like to be Wande. Do you know what I mean? So yes, please do that more.
All right, I got you.
Nice. Okay. Well, I'll let you get on with the rest of your day because I know it's like afternoon where you are, even though it's evening where I am. But yeah, thank you so much for speaking to me again. I'll be in touch with you very, very soon and I'll speak to you later.
All right. I'll talk to you later.
Thanks. Bye.
Bye.
So thank you for listening to this episode of She.H.H. Don't forget to like and share and follow us on Instagram at She.H.H and check out more of my stuff on paulamelissa.com. If you would like to join our CHH Music WhatsApp group chat, check out the link in the description box if you're listening to this on YouTube or the link in the post if you're listening to this from my blog. I'll see you next time. Bye.